Hi boys and girls, this is Mr. Woods. Today we're going to be covering Ready Classroom Math. It's the book with the kangaroos on the front and a little monster there too. We're going to be working on Lesson 6, Session 4. Our lesson objectives: break apart two-digit numbers into tens and ones as a place value strategy for adding. Recognize that in adding tens are added to tens and ones to ones. Determine when grouping a 10 is necessary and carry out the regrouping to find a sum. So to develop fluency, there's many things that we need to do, but one of the things that we can look at is counting by tens. And I covered that in a previous lesson, but let's take a look. I want you to take a piece of paper out and write 47 and then count by 10. So I want you to write the next numbers for 47, and then 10, 10, 10, 10 more in each, 35, and 23. Pause while you're doing that right now. Okay, welcome back. Well, let's take a look at this. So we have 47, and if we start counting by tens, we're going to be doing 47, we're doing 10 more, so that's going to be 57, and then another 10, 67, another 10, 77, and another 10 is 87. We repeat that pattern coming down to 35. So 35, 10 more is 45. See how we're just adding that 10? 45, and then 45 plus 10 is 55, and 55 plus 10 is 65, and 65 plus 10 is 75. We're going to continue with 23. What do you think it's going to be? Okay, let's do this. 23, 33, and then another 10, 43, another 10, 53, another 10, 63. Now, just to show you what I'm talking about, let's look at 47 plus 10 more. So we're adding 10 more. 47. If I keep it in the 0 here for the 10 in the ones column, and then the 1 for the 10 in the tens column there, and I just add them together, I go 7 plus 0 is 7. 4 plus 1 is 5. See, this here matches right there. That's how you add 10. All right, let's take a look at the example. We're on page 157 in your Ready Math book. And the example says here, Lucas has 47 rocks in his collection. He gets 34 rocks. How many rocks does Lucas have now? You can add tens and add ones. Oh, wait, look at this. Notice how instead of having just lines, we actually have a 10 rod here, where it looks like it has 10 cubes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that represents the 40 and 47, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we have that 7, and then we have the 34 as 1, 2, 3, 10 rods, and 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. We can break it down to where we can add these numbers up in many different ways. So we have, right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tens, so that's 40. 1, 2, 3, 3 tens, that's 30, so that equals to 70. Again, 40, 30. Oops. Let me fix that 0 there. Make that look better there. See, even I make mistakes sometimes. Here we go. It's 40 and 30. So the zeros add up to 0. 4 and 3, or rather 4 tens and 3 tens. When you add them together, it's going to be 7. So we have 70. So I validated that answer there. I have 7 ones here because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4 ones over here. 7 plus 4, you can count on, or you can make a 10. It's 7 plus 3, so if I have 7 plus 3, oops, let me make that a little bit easier to read here. So 7 plus 3, and since we have 4 there, we have to add another 1. So we know 7 plus 3 is equal to 10, plus 1 is 11. So here we go. So there, and 11. And 11 is 10 plus 1, so I made that 10. So I have 70, and I'm just going to add that 11 here. Adding up the ones column here, 0 plus 1 is 1. 7 tens plus 1 10 is equal to 81. All right. I want you to pause this video here in a moment. But first, let me read this problem here. And I want you to use a similar strategy or whatever strategy that you can use to solve this in the least amount of time. Okay, so number 1 on page 157. Blanca sells 59 flags at a parade. She has 37 flags left. How many flags did she have before the parade? Show your work. Now pause and complete this problem in your book. Okay, boys and girls, we're back. All right, so let's read through this problem again and circle and underline important information. Blanca sells 59 flags at a parade. So there we go, there's 59 flags. She has 37 flags left. Oh, 37 flags left. So that's how much she has left over, okay? How many flags did she have before the parade? Show your work. So we know that she sells 59 flags and she has 37 flags left, okay? So how many did she have before? Well, there's so many different ways. So we have, let's see here, a number plus, oops, let me go back, number minus, not plus, I mean, because we had, she sells 59, so she subtracts 59 from the number, and that equals 37 flags. Okay, so I want to bring this up here. I have a little bit more space. But wait, what I can do is I can say, well, wait a minute, that unknown number is equal to 59 plus 37. Now, we can build a number bond. Let's take a look just real quick. I want to do a number bond just so you get a better view of this and you can connect it to your prior knowledge so you can have an understanding of what's going on here. So there's my number bond. I'm going to put a number here. So I have a total number, so that's unknown. And we have 59 and 37 down here. Okay, so it's all within the fact family, remember? All right, so 59 plus 37. So what we can do is we can break it up into, again, where we have 50 plus 30. And that's that 5 tenths from 59 and the 3 tenths from 37. And then we also have 9 plus 7. So remember is that, again, there's that 9 and there's that 7 from that 37. So 50 plus 30. We just count by tens. You start, hold up your fingers, and we can have 5 fingers up, and each one equals a 10. So there's 50, and then we bring up 50, 60, 70, 80. So we put up 3 more fingers. Okay, so that would be 80, or 8 tens. 9 plus 7, we can make a 10, make that a 6, and have that as a 10, because I took 1 away from that 7 and made this a 10, so that is equal to 16. Let's add all this up. So we have 0 ones plus 6 ones is equal to 6. 8 tens plus 1 10 is equal to 9. There we go. So there we go. We have 90. That's what we started out with, 90 flags. So let's see, how many flags did she have before the parade? she had 90 flags. And I can say before the parade, but I don't want to take up the space right now. All right, let's move on to the next problem. And they apply it. Again, we're on page 158. Oh, now we want to try a little bit different strategy over here, but let's take a look and see what we have. So we have, what's the sum of 47 and 28? So we can write an equation as 47 plus 28. That equals a sum. Well, let's go over here, and we're going to start off our number line at 47. Okay, that's our starting point. Now, we can make a 10, so to speak, or bring this up to, what would it take to make this 47 into 50? 47, and then hold up your fingers, 47, 48, 49, 50. So that we need 3 more. We can get those 3 over here. So I can subtract minus 3. I'm going to move that over here. And then I have 25, right? So I'm going to add that 3 over here. So it's 3. I'm plussing it up. And this would be 50, right? Now, I want to take this 20 and make it, so I'm going to have that equal to 20 plus 5. So I'm going to do another hop. I'm going to change the color so you can find it here. So 50, I'm going to take those 2 10s. So 5 10s plus 2 10s is 50, 60, 70. A bigger hop. Let's do this over here. And I'm going to come out here at 70. And then, what do I have left? I have to add 5 more. So 70 and plus 5 more, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. So I add that 5. Make it 75. I'm adding that 5 right here. And that's our answer. So you see how I use this number line as well as making a 10, so to solve this problem. Let's take a look at number 3 on page 158. Jenny gets 53 points in her first board game. She gets 38 points in her second game. What is the total number of points Jenny gets? A, 81, B, 93, C, 91, D, 83. Brady chose A as the correct answer. How did Brady get his answer? So I'm just gonna put a B next to here because that's for Brady. And that's the answer that he gets. What I want you to do is to pause the video right now and work out this problem. You can come back and see how I solved the problem and the reason for how Brady got his answer. All right, welcome back, boys and girls. Okay, so with this problem, what I want to do is I want to circle and underline important information within this word problem. So I'm going to read through it once, and then we're going to go back through it. Jenny gets 53 points in her first board game. She gets 38 points in her second game. What is the total number of points Jenny gets? So Jenny gets 53 points. So there's that 53 points in her first board game. She gets 38 points in her second game. And it says, what is the total, let's see, number of points? Okay, this is going to be 53 plus 38. All right, and that's going to be equal to some number. And I'm just going to leave that blank for right now. So let's take a look at this. Do we want to use a number line, or do we want to make 10? we can show it, let's show it using like 10 frames. So this is equal to 10. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I have 3 somethings, 3 ones, that's right, 3 ones, and then I have 38. That's going to be that plus 1, 2, 3, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. If you remember, we want to make 10. So if I have 3 over here, how many more do I need to add over here? So I can grab, well, 3, 1, 2, let's just count on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm moving 7 of those over here. So now I'm just going to draw a line like this to represent a full 10. Okay, and that's just a 1. So now I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So I have 60 plus 10, 20, 30, 30 plus 1. Okay, so now let's take a look at this here. We can go and do 30, 60, and 30, and 1. Add the ones, 1, 6 tenths plus 3 tenths is 9 tenths, that's 91. Ooh, so this is the answer is 91, but what did Grady do? I bet you, and this is just me thinking out loud. I'm gonna kind of get this all separated here. So let's take a look at this. So I bet you what he did is said, well, wait a minute, it's 50 plus 30, right? And he was probably looking at this 1, and probably maybe you've forgotten all this stuff here, and then just added that 1. That is possibly how he did it. I don't know because I'm not in Brady's head, but we know that this is 91, and that's going to be the correct answer. Let's move to the next page, page 159. So this is some additional practice. This is where you need to go out and do this work. I'm going to do one of the problems here. Let me take a look at which one. I'm going to do number 3. And I'm doing number 3 because I think it's one that gets confusing on you, but I want you all to look at numbers 1, 2, and 3 on page 159. And I'm going to switch over here to, and then 4 and 5 on page 160. Let's go back to 159. Okay, so what first we want to do is we want to look at this problem here, number 3, and it says, tell if the equation can be used to solve 27 plus 56. Okay, well, it says choose yes or no for each problem. So I'm just going to write 27 plus 56 right above here, 56. Okay, so now let's take a look. Let's see here. We have a 20 and a 50 and a 10. Well, wait a minute. There's a 20 there and there's a 50 there. But where are we getting that 10? I don't think that's correct. So let's see here. I don't think so, because, and then if you even look at the ones, if you look at 7 plus, oops, let me erase that. Use that European 7 a lot. Okay, so 7 plus 6, well, that equals 13. Because 6 plus 3, this is 3 plus 3, is 10, plus another 3 is 13. So there's no way that could be it. So that's a no. I'm going to put a line through it, and I'm going to circle it no. Let's go up here. 27 is 20 plus 7, okay? and it's plus there. 50 plus 6 is also 56. So yes, that is correct. Now, since we already know that that is correct because we're looking at the sum, let's take a look at the others that we're looking at. You remember that 7 plus 6 is 13, and I have 20 plus 50 plus 7 plus 6, so 20 plus 50 plus 13, it's right here, that is equal to 83, so that is yes. We know that 86 is not it, so I'm going to put a line through it and draw no. When you get done doing this problem, you can go to my Google Classroom and look at the Math Jamboard lesson 6.4 to check on the answers for 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 to make sure. And I want you to do that because I want you to see how your strategies and models are the similar or different from what I'm doing it. I'm going to try to show at least, well, there's going to be at least one, but maybe 2 or more different types of models to solve these problems.